United States federal government shutdown of 2018 to 2019 effects. Agencies funded by the two minibus bills are not affected by the shutdown. Initial effects were expected to be lessened because the beginning of the shutdown coincides with a 4-day weekend due to Christmas. For normal workdays, about 400,000 federal employees were expected to be furloughed out of the 800,000 working for the affected agencies, out of 2.1 million civilian non-postal federal employees. After furloughed federal workers and their families began sharing stories of their hardships over Christmas, such as not being able to meet rent or mortgage payments and missed bills, the hashtag shutdown stories went viral on social media. The federal government's Office of Personnel Management responded by publishing sample letters that employees could send to their creditors. One read, in part, "I am a federal employee who has recently been furloughed due to a lack of funding of my agency. Because of this, my income has been severely cut and I am unable to pay the entire cost of my mortgage, along with my other expenses." The OPM also suggested that employees who had landlords write, "I would like to discuss with you the possibility of trading my services to perform maintenance, for example painting, carpentry work, in exchange for partial rent payments, and that those who lacked funds to pay bills should hire personal attorneys to assist them." Democratic Senator Mazie Hirono of Hawaii said that she would donate her salary to Hawaii food banks for as long as the shutdown continued. The National Gallery of Art announced that it would close on January 3, 2019, while the National Archives and Records Administration closed immediately on December 22, 2018. The Library of Congress, the U.S. Botanic Garden, the Capitol Visitor Center, and the U.S. Capitol building remained open due to being funded by the 2019 Legislative Branch Appropriations Bill. The Smithsonian Institution operated on prior year funds through January 1, 2019. On January 2, 2019, the Smithsonian Institution initiated an orderly shutdown of its 19 museums in Washington, D.C. and New York City. As with the January 2018 shutdown, national parks were expected to be open as practical, though there would be no staff and buildings would be closed. The shutdown affected national parks unevenly, some still accessible with bare-bones staffing levels, some operating with money from states or charitable groups, and others locked off. New York State kept the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island open, as it did during the January 2018 shutdown. Arizona and Utah were able to keep open Grand Canyon National Park, Zion National Park, Arches National Park, and Bryce Canyon National Park, and provide services such as public restrooms, shuttles, and trash collection. Utah's funding included visitor centers. The sites closed outright in the Southwest alone included Bandelier National Monument and Valles Caldera National Preserve in northern New Mexico, White Sands National Monument in southern New Mexico, Petrified Forest National Park in northern Arizona, and Casa Grande Ruins National Monument in south-central Arizona. At Yosemite National Park, access to major parts of Sequoia and Kings Canyon were closed, and at Joshua Tree National Park, the administration policy of leaving parks open to visitors despite the staff furloughs is causing park damage. In Texas, Big Bend National Park has no visitor services, such as restrooms. Some trailheads are closed. Regulations will be enforced, as the park remains open. Visitors are reminded to remove their own trash and toilet paper. The Alamo remains open, but no NPS services are available at the San Antonio Missions National Historical Park.